Hello and welcome back. Once again, this is Teacher Jesse, and today I will be discussing with you about how to solve for the area of a parallelogram. This includes how to solve for the area of the square, the rectangle, the rhombus, and the usual parallelogram which we know. This is, by the way, Math 4, Quarter 4, Week 2. Okay? This is related to the other video which I made about how to solve for the area of a triangle. I will just post the link of that video in the description below. Okay, but before that, to those who are not yet able to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will get updates on my upcoming math tutorial videos. So this could be used. This could be used by grades 5 and 6 also, especially in learning surface area and volume. So this is not intended only for grade 4. Okay, so let's start. First is, what is a parallelogram? Okay, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel sides. It means the opposite sides are equal. Like for example, this one. This is the usual parallelogram which you know, the representation of a parallelogram. So these sides are opposite. Okay, let me turn on the light. So these sides are opposites, and the other sides also are opposite. So there are two pairs of parallel sides. We have first pair and the second pair. So this is a parallelogram. However, this one is a square. Okay, this square has also two pairs of parallel sides. We have 1 and 2. It means that a square is also a parallelogram. The same is true with a rectangle. There are two pairs of parallel sides, and a rectangle is also a parallelogram. And so with a rhombus, because this pairs of sides are parallel. It means a rhombus also is a parallelogram. So when we encounter figures like this, it means we can use the same formula, although we have different names and their dimensions. So let us discuss that further. So we have the first problem, which is Mang Dionisio has a rectangular garden which is 15 meters long and 9 meters wide. What is the area of his garden? So we usually start with a problem analysis, and if we visualize the garden of Mang Dionisio using the grid, it is 15 by 9. So assuming that this is 1 meter, one grid is 1 square meter. So we have 15 and we have 9. So 15 by 9. So usually, if we might be asking which is the length and which is the width. Usually the longer side is considered as the length and the shorter side is the width. But anyway, even if you interchange the two, we will get the same area. Okay, to solve for the area of this, of course we can have different solutions. We can do it by counting, so just counting the number of squares, or skip counting by this. It could be skip counting by 9 or skip counting by 15 to make it faster. Or you can use algorithm using the formula. Okay, so let's start by counting. So if you're going to count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9. So 9 plus another 9 is 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 99 plus 9 is 108. 108 plus 9 is 100. 108, 109, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 118, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 135. So by counting, we got the area of 135 square meters. By skip counting also, we are going to skip count 9, 18, 27. There is a shortcut for that by just writing 0, 1, 2, 3, up to digit 9 downwards. And then after that, beside those numbers, we are going to write also the same numbers or digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 upward. And this will be the multiples of 9, and up to 10 we've got 90, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 remaining, 5 rows columns remaining. So 5 we've got 90 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 45. So 90 plus 45, the same results, which is 135. Or the third one is by algorithm. So we are going to multiply 15 by 9 or 9 by 15. Okay? So 15 times 9, 9 times 5 is 45, and 9, write 5 and carry 4 groups of 10. We have 9 times 1 is 9 plus 4 is 13. And the answer is still 135 squared meters. And as you can see, if this is the length, or this could also be considered as the base, and if this is the width, this could be considered also as the height. Therefore, we can conclude that the area of a rectangle is length times the width, or we can make use of this base times height. Okay? So whichever are you going to use. To sum up, in figures or in symbols, the area of a rectangle, if this is the length or base and width or height, then area is equal to length times width, or it could be base times height. We can use whichever of these solutions. If it is a square, which is, it should be a square. If this is a square. So if it is area of a square, like for example this figure, usually we refer this dimension as the side. This one is also a side. If this is the side, this could also be the base, and this side here could be also the height. Therefore, it could be s times s, or usually in higher grades it is s squared, because s squared means s times s, or it is also base times height. You see, it could be base times height. And how about the area of a parallelogram? Let's start with the visualization. So using the grid, shall we say this is the parallelogram? So if you're going to identify the base of the parallelogram, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The base is 10 and the height is 7. So it means, since those are parallelogram, it means we can use also base times height, which is 10 times 7 or 70. But in this case, we are not sure because of this unshaded parts, and also there is a shaded part here which exceeds from this one, overlapping this line. Okay, so the question is, how are you going to visualize that one? So first is we are going to take this which is overlapping, and we assume that we are going to transfer this one to here, and we remove this part, and as you can see, we form a rectangle. You see, a parallelogram is also, or a rectangle is also a parallelogram. And in this case, it is very easy for us to solve because it's already 10 times 7. There are no overlapping shaded parts. So it is simply 10 times 7, which is base times height. Therefore, we can conclude that the area of a parallelogram is base times height. So applying those formula, let us try to solve or answer the let us practice activity of the module. So we have number 1. A room is measures 8 meters long and 7 meters wide. What is the area of the room? So it is a rectangle, 8 times 7, which is equal to 56 squared meters. Take note, the unit should be squared meters. There should always be an exponent of 2. So as easy as that. Okay? You can also try to answer. You can pause the video and compare your answer with mine. Okay, for number 2, we have a table runner measures 48 centimeters on all sides. So it is a square. What area of the table does it cover? Okay, so we have base times height, or s times s. Okay, so base times height, which have 48 times 48 is equal to, okay, this is the solution, 2,304. So let us check. 8 times 8 is 64. Write 4 and then 6. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 6 is 38. 4 times 8 is 32. Write 3. And then 4 times 4 is 16 plus 3 is 19. And then add 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry one group of 10. We have 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 3 is 13, and then carry 1, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, and the result is 2,304 centimeters squared. Okay, so that is problem. I hope that you got the correct answer. We have problem number 3. Mommy Cathy bought a square. Okay, it is a square cardboard for the project of her daughter Ella. If the cardboard measures 50 centimeters on each side, what is the area of the cardboard? So it is a square. We could use s squared or base times height. In this case, it is 50 times 50. We can make use of a shortcut here. We have zeros because we are multiplying multiples of 10. There are zeros. So the shortcut is you just multiply the non-zero digits. We have 5 times 5 is 25 and then add 2 zeros. 1 and 2 because there are 2 zeros in the factors. So 5 times 5 is 25 and then copy this 0 and copy this 0. We have 2,500 square centimeters. I hope that you got the correct answer. And finally, question number 4. Find the area of the shaded portion. We have 12 meters and this is 11 meters. And the shaded portion is half of this figure. So the first thing to do is we are going to find the area of this whole figure, which is base times height, which is 12 times 11. And 12 times 11 is, there is a shortcut in multiplying 12 times 11. The shortcut goes like this. We have, just write the factor which is not 11. This one, the other factor. We have 12. Just write 12, but there is a space or put a space between them. Okay, so we have 1 and 2. So this is coming from 12. And then put a space between them. And then between them, you are going to write the sum, their sum. So we have 1 plus 2 is 3. And the answer is 132. Okay, so if you want to check, well, try to use a calculator if it is really correct. So you have 12 times 11 is, see, it is 132. It is correct. Okay, so the answer is 132. But that we need to find half of this 132 to find the area of the shaded portion. So 132 divided by 2, 132 divided by 2, 13 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. And 13 minus 12 is equal to 1. Bring down this 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. And the answer is 66. Therefore, the area of this shaded part is 66 squared meters. Okay? So, actually, there is a shortcut for this, which if you wanted to apply, since it is 1/2 of this, why don't you get the half of this 12 first? So the half of 12 is 6, right? Okay, so instead of multiplying them and then dividing by 2, why don't you divide this first by 2, which is 12 divided by 2 is 6. And that 6 will be multiplied to this 11. So 6 times 11, which is actually 66, because 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, just double the number. So it means it is the same answer with this first solution. So the shortcut is just divide this first by 2 because we take only 1/2. So 6 times 11 is equal to 66 squared meters, and we'll get the same, we got the same answer. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope that you have learned something, and if you learned, please like and share this video so that this could be used also by others. And please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll get updates on my upcoming math tutorial videos. See you next time. Thank you very much for watching.